Hello, everybody. It is November 16th, 2011. And this is just about the 1-year anniversary of me doing this show. Today is also my youngest daughter, Remy's birthday. So, happy birthday, Remsy Pimsy. It's a fun day. So what I have here today is a production producer, still without a faceplate because we're still waiting on those, and it's my fault. I got a little delay on from my Strymon L Capistan, which is my favorite delay of all time. I'm playing my yellow Les Paul today to start, and I've got the green Strat today for second, and I've got Jerry Jones and the Junior and the 335 type thing here. Yeah, Tato, I gotta admit, I like it better than my Echoplex, and I thought I would never admit that, because for 30 years, that Echoplex has been my favorite thing I've ever owned. It still has its own cool thing. This pedal's just so good and so responsive. And it obviously has a lot more functionality than an old tape echo. I just barely got it on now just to give it a little air to the guitar. So anyway, what's going on with all of you guys? We are in the throes of massive production. We are making amps like crazy, and orders coming in like crazy. So thank you very much. We're very lucky and very grateful. Let me get this camera a little better situated. Yeah, to have so much business, we're very, very excited about it. Get this dry. We'll try a little reverb here just for fun. There we go. Little spring reverb, a little heavier mix. So this is a production producer. I love saying that. Production producer. I'm just into the clean sound today. Bless you, Nick. Just enjoying a little clean action today. So no matter what I play, somebody says, "Hey man, you never play dirty." If I play clean, somebody will say that, and if I play dirty, people say, "He never played clean." So I'll try to balance it a little better today. That reverb's hot on the distortion. the distortion from clean, big distortion. You guys know this guitar. So anyway, our original production schedule is we're going to try to deliver around Thanksgiving, and we're still on track to do that. We're trying to keep our word. The only thing I have left to do, actually, is get faceplates. But we're making them. Our builders are building them. This one actually was finished a couple weeks ago. But I just want to play the daylights out of it and make sure everything's okay. And, you know. And make sure that we're all happy. It's an expensive amplifier. I want to make sure it's right. Neil in San Antonio. What's up, Neil? Yeah. It's funny, Ustream is so varying. I'm killing the Ustream signal. Oh, the producer's great. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, last week, I don't even know what was wrong. I pulled it out of the head shell and it worked fine. So. But that was a prototype one. There's wires everywhere in that thing. If you look inside prototypes, though, they look like, you know, yeah, Wolverine's wired it up or something. They're very crazy looking. So, you know, a wire could have been shorted or a piece of solder floating around on a part or something. Hello, Stratocaster Mojo. Back down to number one. So we changed the second mic today. So we have two ribbon mics on the cabinet today. So it might sound a little different, a little smoother. We have a Royer 121 that we always have, and then a Royer 101. Went down to hang out with the guys at Royer this week, or end of last week, and said, here, try this one, see what you think. Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it just sounds good. This is a production one that we've tuned. So this has got the fine-tuning on everything. So it should be right where they all will be. Fully spec'd, and this is it. So, I don't have the faceplate yet. Good question. Yeah, it's working, huh? Does pretty well. Yeah, I'm digging the clean sounds today. I don't know why. I was in this kind of country blues mood. Neil, we might try to do a combo. I'm just not ready to do it yet. We got so many orders for this amp already. I just got to make them. I need help. Somebody want to invest a couple $100,000 in my company, I will make some more money, make some more amps. You guys are in Texas, you understand about that. I don't know why the clean sound's working for me today. I'm just enjoying it. That's from a pair of EL34s. Does not sound like it, right? Yes, the producer Stratocaster Mojo. The producer seems like it can get a little gainier than the other 65s. Is that correct? Yeah, on the highest gain setting. It gets a lot of gain. So yeah, this amp throws a really wide net. Lots of dirt, lots of dirt, lots of dirt. Yeah, what does it say? I love how you talked about the same 5 circuits being redone over and over, and you don't do that. Yeah, I don't make deluxes. I don't make plexis or AC30s. You can just go buy a deluxe, especially with the economy right now. Turn the boost down on channel 2, get a little British rhythm sound. Seriously, you can get a good blackface deluxe now for $1,500. You can get a blown up one for $500, and no matter how bad a shape your amp's in, you spend $400 on it. It's as good as new. You know what? I forgot to tell you again. I even set it aside to bring it here. I apologize. I'm going to just do a telly day. How about that? I'll try next week or sometime soon. Just do nothing but Telecasters. I'll bring a few in. Yeah, I've got my Junior here. We can play that. That's the British rhythm sound. I know you can get that. I did sell my to Temple. I had an offer I couldn't refuse. Doesn't that sound like an old British amp though right there? Thank you, Third Coast Guitar. I appreciate it. And kick it up into gain. Little neck pickup. That's good Texas Rio Grande mud right there, isn't it? Neil? Yeah, let me get the Junior out. We'll do that. Sounds good to me, man. I have a Strat here, Stratocaster Mojo. And we haven't done the Junior in a while. This has really dead strings on it, so it's probably not going to stay in tune or be real friendly, but you'll get the idea. Let me just tune it up really quick. This is my real 59 Junior, for those of you that haven't been here before. It's one of my little sweethearts, but it needs a lot of work, but I'm just afraid to touch it. I don't want to change anything. Let's see what we got here. So I had some questions like, Dan, when you play guitar, you seem to be staring off into space. What are you doing? And what I'm doing is actually reading the chat window while I'm playing guitar, which tends to make me mouth breathe quite a bit, because I'm trying to play guitar reasonably and read at the same time and think about answers and all those sorts of things. This guitar's way out of tune. Poor old thing's 52 years old. Yeah, the only thing that's been changed on this guitar is I put a modern, Tone Pros bridge on it so I could intonate the guitar. And there's old P90s. Listen to that. That thing makes noise, doesn't it? Good thing about old P90s, I just rolled the guitar down to 9 and listen to it. Back up to 10. Yeah, it's the original pickup. Everything's original except for the bridge. I put a Tone Pros bridge on it. Got a little boost, like boosted American sound. What's this? So I talked to Gary at New Sensor about book spec, and he didn't know what I was talking about. They said all their tubes are already but That was a good answer, Gary. Of course, what are they going to say? They can't tell you the tubes aren't book spec. I got something unhappy here. It's a guitar. That's the channel. That's the first channel boosted, you know, so you're kind of American clean sound. Back down to clean. I love this though. I just roll the guitar back. Of course, your amp has to be able to do this. You know, it won't work through every amp. It's got to be able to actually do what you're asking it to do. I'm doing my generic Mott the Hoople progressions. British side, little British rhythm. I do have the Elliott here if you want me to grab that too. Is that Jerry Jones still sitting over there, Nick? We'll go contrast here. I'll get my Jerry Jones. There, hang on one second. We'll go deep contrast. This is a guitar made out of masonite with lipstick pickups in it. If you want to go contrast, contrast, contrast. Let me tune it up really fast. Thank you, Nick. Do, 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 do. They all sound great oh, thank you, Stratocaster Mojo. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you to say. I tend to agree, but I'm a little biased, pardon the pun. Changes seasons, man. These guitars have all shifted. Okay, there we go. Let's go extremo contrast. If they say your tubes are already book spec, what should I say? Say prove it. Put a little compression on here. Yeah, let's run it dry. Sounds good dry. Yeah, this is a Jerry Jones guy out of Nashville who makes really high quality. I mean, obviously it's a copy of a Dan Electro, but he makes it out of good quality components, makes it professional quality. Hey Dan, is Lars playing a Dano or Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones. Lars plays Jerry Jones. Almost all pros do. The regular Danos aren't really roadworthy guitars. Strangely enough, this guitar sounds like a Tele, but it also kind of sounds like a Rickenbacker, and you can get, hey, the Police. You can get good Beatles sounds out of it. That's on the British rhythm sound. Baby's good to me. You know, she's happy. If she can be. You know, she said so. No, I'm in love with her. And I feel fine. Sorry. It's Beatles, man. I never can stop. Let's put some slap back echo on this and make it sound redneck. I love it. What is that? It's an early 60s country song that Dwight Yoakam redid. Please, please, baby, baby, come back. It's so cold out here all alone. You come back, I promise I'll be good. And come home, darling, I'll act like I should. How's that for contrast? Does that work? I am from Missouri, for God's sakes. Yeah, that's what the Strymon. I could put a little reverb on it too to make it even sound bigger. How's that song go? More reverb. This is a producer, Sabibi. How's it going? Is that enough reverb? Hey, Bill. I screwed that up. How's it go? Maybe a little compression would help that. There you go. The producer. Reverb echo. Here's the same thing, dry. I was on the neck pickup. Oh, that needs echo, doesn't it? Yeah. Stupid amount of echo. Yeah, I do need a tremolo for that song. You're right. I should have done it on the Strat. I just wanted to show you. I'm stepping on a chord. Oh, we want Creedence? Gosh, I don't know a lot of Creedence songs. Let's see what I can pull off. A little longer delay. What's the other good? Oh, I know what. Go over to this channel. That's too much gain, isn't it? I got too much echo. A little bit there. I need a hairnet. That's a hard song to play. That whole thing. I'll do a ton of reverb for that. That'll work, right? Get a Birds kind of jangly thing going on. For those of you West Coast guys that like the Birds, how's it go? I can't remember the lick now. Just a silly amount of reverb. The Birds thing, to make it sound like a 12 string, is you need a little echo with a gush of reverb. Then it starts sounding like two guitars. But it only works on the treble, so you can get that. But it does sound like a 12 string. If you do it sounds better if you do it with a 12 string. Now here it is dry. Let me take the effects off. You can hear the same thing. Yeah, the detune is that El Capistan. You put the tape wow and flutter in it, and then it gives you a little mild chorusing effect. So here's the echo. I'll just bring the echo in by itself. Now let's soak it with reverb. Let's bathe it in reverb. Oh, the leaves are brown and my hair is gray. Yeah, Spin B. It's Strymon Echo. El Capistan is the model. Right now there's nothing on, but I can put some echo on it for this. Scratchy beard. Alright, let's go for a different guitar then. What's next? You guys tell me. Stratocaster? 335 type thing. Can I hand this back to you, Nick? Trade you for that Junior. I like to keep that Junior protected as possible. The Elliott. Yeah, I don't have it in this room. Can I ask you to make a run? That gold crazy guitar, the Elliott with the black headstock, looks like a Jaguar. I'll play this thing for a minute until that returns. Alright, so we'll just go over to Hollow Body Humbucker just for some more contrast. Let me tune it up really quick. We'll just try to play as many guitars as we can, just to be nerds. I like it. Of course, this guitar is in tune. This guitar is so well made. Haven't played it in a month. It's sitting here in tune. Strings are very dead on this, so probably won't have a lot of sparkle, but you get the idea. Cool, man. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, Stratocaster Mojo. This does have Duncans in it. It's just antiquities, off-the-shelf antiquities. Yeah, man, I can't get rid of this guitar. It's great. I've searched the world over and thought I'd found true love, but this guitar is just crazy. I mean, it's... I've bought and sold many 335s and 355s trying to find one that sounds as good as this, and I can't do it. So I'm just decided to keep it. Turn the echo off, we'll just go dry. So this is the second voice, which is the American dirt. Oh man, darn it. This really drives me nuts. Hang on a second. Shit. I said a bad word. My headphones are tangled in my chair. It's so annoying. Okay. Help me, Nick. I've fallen and I can't get up. You just take it off that leg of the chair. Gosh darn it. That's so unbelievably annoying. Okay. Thank you, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Price saving me once again. $1 in the swear jar. Yeah, crap. Yeah, I guess so. Is crap? Is that like 50 cents instead of $1? I could start cussing in other languages, but I think we have lots of people from Europe here too, so. I mean, doesn't that sound like freaking Freddie King or Albert King? Not Albert King, Freddie King. This guitar just got it, you know. Bill Strange asks, so is the Heritage, this is a 535, the pinnacle of tone in the 330? I don't know. This particular guitar is great. Every one I've played has been really good. I like their hollow bodies a lot better than their solid bodies. You know, it's the old Gibson guys. It's the old Gibson factory in Michigan is where they make them. It's the old, you know, they're basically, it's a 335 made the way Gibson used to make them before they moved to Tennessee. It's down to the millimeter exactly the same except for the headstock. Same building, same tool, and all that kind of stuff. It's great. And the pickups that came with it were really good. I just like noodling around with pickups. I didn't really need to change them. What's the cost difference? I don't know. They're not cheap guitars. I think they're $3,000 or $4,000 new. You can find used ones for... Well, let me put it this way. I spent $15,000 on Gibsons and was unhappy. And I got this and I'm thrilled. You know? So the cost of this is way less. That's what I say. Gibson makes some really good 335s. I haven't had any luck. Yeah. Yeah, if there's one on eBay for $100,000, I'd buy it. Actually, I'd buy it myself. So I can go full over to Raunch and Roll, you know. And yeah, look at this guitar. I mean, it's a 335. I mean, look, it's nice wood. I mean, like, this is a really... if I didn't show you the headstock, would you be able to tell this wasn't a 335? No, I can't. Well, it's just cool. Really well made, nitro finish, like the whole thing. Love the neck pickup. Middle position. And this on the middle position, this is just so... Isn't that what a Gibson's supposed to sound like? I have 11s on this guitar, and it plays easier than all the other Gibsons I have with 10s on it. Boost the American side, man, you've just got total Freddie. That thing. that sound just like old Freddie King record? It's a great guitar. I played that wrong. A real jazz master. Okay, we can compare. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah. Boost it a little bit. Don't worry about the phone. I'll get it. Any word from Dylan and Saxon on the road? They're 65s. No, I haven't talked to Charlie in a while. It's been a few months. Are they out playing right now? I should know that. That's right, Neil. No news is good news from my touring guys. All right, let's go for the Elliott. Round and round where she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. As the guitar nerds wank away. I get paid to do this, by the way. So this, again, very dead strings, the whole thing. But this is the Elliott Peter Stroud model that Peter designed, my business partner, godfather to my children, best man at my wedding, my brother. Come on, B string. Very, very well-made guitar. And got a cool sound. The pickups are P90s wound on a Jazzmaster bobbin that Lindy Fralin makes. Peter and Andy came up with it. What's Peter doing right now? Peter is at with Sheryl Crow. So this is a very mid-rangey guitar. These pickups are extremely mid-rangey. And Peter uses it. British rhythm sound. It's got that sort of no, it's just bone nut, not brass. Hear that mid-range howl, though, it really barks. There you go. Bone nut. Black Crowes. Oh, you want some open tuning stuff? I'll give you the Peter Stroud tuning first, then I'll take it all the way down. Black Crowes play 65s, Neil. Well, black crows don't exist anymore. But. Actually, Rich does, Brett. He's got Royal Alberts. Okay, so here is the Peter Stroud. Oh. Why am I out of tune already? I beat up guitar. Old strings. Hang on a second. If you gotta do open tuning, you gotta be in tune. I just dropped the A string down to D, and I dropped the high E down to D. The low E string still. This is the Peter Stroud weird thing. If you play that song, though, it only sounds right in this tuning because it's like open G without the bottom E drop, you know. I'm just holding this note. So you got it. So you're out of your first 4 strings, 3 of them are G. Oh, the Crows are horribly loud. I don't know if you've ever been to one of their shows. Their stage volume's unbelievable. These tubes are not biased, Cold. Third Coast guitar. You think you got this kind of upside down. These are low voltage, high current. The bias current's the same. We just bias them until they look right on the scope. But these are very low plate voltage. So these will, these tubes will last you for 20 years. Who can sing this high? If it makes you happy. Now these tubes are not biased cold at all. It is low voltage. No, that's before 65. That song came out in like 1995 or something like that. Okay, so now we go to... What was the song you requested? The open G thing? Oh, the Crows. I gotta get it right. There you go. As close as I can get. What's the best? Is that better? Does that need some reverb on? Is that what it's missing? Not that much. That's a little dirty. This guitar is really high output. Very strong pickups. No, this is a Strymon reverb, the Blue Sky reverb. You couldn't make a spring reverb that sound anything as good as this. But yeah, it's a spring setting. Still a lot of reverb in it. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Tador. It's the Strymon spring setting. Yeah, you can make this thing kind of silly if you want. Is that what you're talking about, Brett? That's on the modulate. Here's the straight. Here's the modulate. Kind of wavers a little bit. This is all on the spring. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Brett. Sorry. Hear it wavering. Is Belvedere gonna stick? Nah, I don't think so. I think television studios get mad. You like that name, really, Mr. Belvedere? Yeah, this reverb's sick. It's almost like a chorus when you put it on this setting. And go to just straight reverb. And go to plate reverb. That sort of. Just. This is room reverb, I think, here. You get different kinds of settings. I got so much on there. Let me go back down and turn the booster off on channel 1. compression and give it legs. Anyway, it's 1:15. And I could sit here and noodle with guitars all day long. Yes, this is the longest recorded show in the history of mankind. Longer than Live Aid. Longer than the OJ trial. All in one day. Don't mind me. I get the phone. And I didn't play Wayne's Jazzmaster. Or 65 Jazzmaster, I think, a real thing. It's a very cool guitar. We'll save that for next week. Anyway, yeah, well, thanks, Neil. That's what I'm hoping, is that the producer sort of meets all your needs. Meets all your needs and makes sure, hey, look, I'm standing up on camera. I hope that it just kind of meets all your needs and does whatever you need to do. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before I call it a day? It's not you on the phone this time, Brett. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's very cool. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. Martin says, I have to say the producer is great. I have to get yet another 65 now. I'm sorry. I'm very sympathetic. Trust me. I wouldn't kid about it. That would be rude. Just that book spec thing. Yeah, well, they're not going to tell you their tubes aren't book spec. If his answer was, all of our tubes are book spec, then you need to have them prove it to you. Little Amp will be released in January. Oh, good. Yeah, you guys are getting rid of your short plate tubes. That's a good idea for many reasons. Winter NAMM, yeah, we'll probably start letting dealers take orders on them in about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, right around Christmas. If we can get to it. I've got so many producers on order that I got to get making. So it's good. I have to get one of the little amps too. Name for it yet? I don't know. I'm open to names for the little guy. We had some good suggestions last week. Any other ideas besides little guy? We've thought about that one. Oh, we got a lot of guys on here. I haven't even looked today. Nice crowd. Yeah, we're selling a lot of producers. Not many people are on tour right now. So, Tiny Elvis. Traveler. Yeah, that could be good. Yeah, the pros are going to all order in the spring. Because nobody's, most of the pros I know are off the road right now. They're doing one-off gigs, but they're going to buy gear in the spring. Fat Elvis. Exactly. Vegas Elvis. Hawaii Elvis. Aloha from my kitchen. I've been eating everything inside. That fat Elvis. At least he laughed all the way to the bank. No news, Tador, on the Swedish store. I would keep bugging Arna and see what he wants to do. I'd love to sell more gear in Sweden, trust me. Christopher Hewitt. Oh, okay. I was going to call it Sylvia Lipschitz. But I didn't think that would go over very well. But anyway, so what do you guys think? I'm about ready to sign off because I am starving. No breakfast. And once again, happy birthday to my youngest daughter, Remy. I love you, little Rims. And I'm very glad you were born. I look forward to celebrating tonight. My little bunny. So, yes, happy birthday. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, my youngest daughter is 7 years old today. I can't believe it. But, yeah, Theodore, you'll have to bug Arna about the guitar show. I mean, the pedal show. Fuzz guitar show. Yeah, well, I can keep cycling through guitars. I didn't pull out the Rickenbackers today. I had a Telecaster. I got to get a Gretsch over here. All that stuff. So we'll keep going. The producer's pretty flexible. That's kind of why we named it the producer. And see you soon, Brad. Thank you, Martin. Oh, I appreciate it, Martin. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you for saying that about mine. But Kojo Guitar says, have an outrageously bitchin' day. Nice. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off unless there's any pressing questions. We can get a little more technical next week if you want. I know a lot of you guys like it when we go down the tech talk road, and I really appreciate it. Well, thank you, Neil. I appreciate all you guys. So sincerely, thank you for your time. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and we will see you next Wednesday. Okay, fellas. Take care. I'm going to hit the button so I go away. I'll figure out how to do it, I swear. All right, guys. Take care. See you next weekend.